How Weston McKennie became a star at Juventus. When Weston McKennie was brought in on loan by Juventus last summer, many called the move a publicity stunt and assumed the young midfielder would only get spot minutes here and there when key players needed a rest. However, in the 6 months since, McKennie has established himself as an integral player for Juventus and has proven to be one of the club's best signings in recent memory. Something that would shock most who watched the Texas native week in and week out last year when he was on Schalke. What is most interesting about this, though, is that despite his recent success, McKennie is still largely the same player he was before he joined Juve. The only difference is that he now plays in a system that accentuates his strengths and works around his weaknesses. You see, at his core, McKennie is your prototypical box-to-box midfielder. He's able to run all game long, he loves getting stuck in, he can carry the ball, and he has a knack for the spectacular. Not to mention the fact that he also possesses above-average aerial ability. Now, that's not to say he is a player without weaknesses though, because he can definitely be careless in possession, has the occasional heavy touch, and sometimes shuts off defensively and loses track of runners. While at Schalke, these strengths and weaknesses meant that there were times when his work rate or offensive prowess made him look like an elite midfielder, whereas there were other times when his carelessness with and without the ball would make him look like a liability. Because of this, many were skeptical of his move this past summer. But you see, unlike when he was with Schalke, McKennie is no longer asked to do a little bit of everything. Instead, he now has a very clear role. He's the guy that does all the dirty work and makes things happen in the final third. Which in practice means that when Juve does not have the ball, McKennie is asked to go out and win it back, by any means necessary. A role that not only highlights his engine and athleticism, but also prevents him from getting caught ball watching and losing his man. Once McKennie wins the ball back, assuming it's in the first or middle third, he's not asked to play make, nor is he asked to carry the ball up the field. Instead, he's asked to play simple one-touch football. This is genius because it does not allow McKennie to indulge in his tendency to needlessly complicate plays. If the ball is won back in the final third though, McKennie is given absolute freedom to hit a line-breaking pass or release the ball to a teammate and go crashing into the box to get in on the end of a cross. This role has essentially removed all the flaws that used to plague McKennie's game and has turned him into the best American midfielder in the world right now. It's important to note, however, that McKennie's situation is not an aberration. The difference between an above-average player and a world-class one is minuscule and can often be bridged with just a small tweak in one's game or system of play. The USMNT does have other world-class potential midfielders out there. They just need to find the right setup, and that perfect opportunity could be around the corner.